What up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Woah Vicky is about to spill the beans. Let's get into it. What up, guys? I don't know if you guys know who Woah Vicky is, but she's popular YouTuber and an Atlanta recording artist from down south, guys. If you guys don't know who Woah Vicky is, I'm about to introduce you here in a second. But guys, well, I got a good one for you today. This is gonna be a great episode. Woah Vicky is spilling the beans on these industry parties that go on and with these big stars and things. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Can money buy happiness?
No,
Why not?
it can't. Your only happiness can come from Jesus. And that's what people get it fucked up. They be thinking like once they get this, they're gonna be happy. Once they do this, they're gonna be happy. And then they do that and they still ain't happy. And they keep doing it. And I be telling people I think that's why all these famous people get so fucked up when they move to Hollywood because it's like, okay, they got everything, they famous now, they got money, they living in LA, but and they thinking, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be happy and then they still ain't happy and then they start doing drugs and stuff because it's like they so fucked up. They're trying to figure out why they ain't happy, but really you just gotta find God. Find.
And the truth about it is, a lot of these people in Hollywood, just in the entertainment industry, period, are just empty. They're empty because, and they came into the game just insecure. You know what I mean? So the way I see it is how you are when you finally get rich, is just catapults who you are as a person then, because you have no roots. They have no roots. So a lot of these stars, guys, I don't think you really want to meet in person. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been there. I can promise you this.
Jesus
Now, have you seen this with your own personal eyes, or is this
many times
okay?
Speak
in
on
many
it.
situations, like you know, especially being in Hollywood and being in the industry, you see a lot of that.
Now, were there ever times you almost yourself got wrapped up into that scenario, or no?
Well, as far as the drugs, no, because I never, um, I don't want to do that, because I done seen that to know, so I know better. But like as far as like probably like in Hollywood, if
Speak
you in
on
the
it.
industry, the devil, they like Illuminati, all that shit, they try to get you, especially when you got a big influence, you around that shit. They try to get anybody, but you just gotta be smart and have discernment and have God's favor over you. Cause if you don't got that and you in Cali, you gonna get sucked in.
And that's another part too, is like a lot of cats that get out here in this thing, man, in this field, and they have no discernment. Like they just march into these situations blindly and don't understand that you gotta have some type of, like, spiritual guidance when it comes to this thing, man. This, you guys think the spirit world doesn't exist, but it does. It really does, man.
For sure.
What are some of the ways they do try to
Mm.
get to a person of that
Oh, let me
magnitude?
tell you. Let me tell you. What they do is they invite you to these parties, these house parties, and then they be like, "Oh, Whoop the Whoop gonna be there, like your favorite rapper,
Just said whoop de whoop.
the big ass person, and Whoop the Whoop gonna be there. Oh, uh, before you get in, you gotta give us your phones and all this shit, and then they might do some gay shit to somebody, and then and then try to like and record it and tell them, oh, if you expose us, we gonna post it everywhere. And I know that from word of ear, but I know they do a lot of crazy shit in these house parties. And
I'll tell you this: she might know it from word to ear, but me and my brothers, man, I like I said, I don't like name dropping or anything like that, but me and my brothers have worked with probably arguably the greatest artist of our time. Me and my two brothers sing backup vocals with Prince, guys, and I'm telling you one thing, like, what an amazing time we had with him. Like, I mean, seriously, hands down, the greatest, one of the greatest artists of all time, really. And the one thing that me and my brothers got to see, man, is everything. We saw everything. We were exposed to everything. And thank goodness we had a great spiritual backing before we actually got into that situation working with Prince. And it was amazing. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a part 2 to this episode, and I'm going to bring on my little brother, Kip Blackshire. And we're going to have a really nice sit down talk about this, because I think you guys really need to understand what goes on in the industry. And because we get a lot of people that ask us, why come you guys didn't just go, just get to the highest heights of what the music game is about. But what you guys fail to realize, man, is there is a price to pay when you're going that high. When you're that big, you have to pay a price. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, guys, I'm definitely gonna make that happen and get my little brother Kip on here, because we talk about this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Let's get back to it. Vicky, what else you got to say, girl?
Also, what I was about to say? Oh, okay. Let me tell you an experience I went through personally. So I was with some friends in LA, and it was this big influencer party. Should I say a name? It was Bella Thorne party. So I got invited from some other friends. It was on Halloween. I already don't celebrate Halloween. That's the devil's day. But I happened to be with them and they was going. I was like, fuck it, let's go. So it already was a lot of signs. The party said you have to be half naked. I'm like, first of all, I ain't going half naked nowhere. Second of all, it was like a lot of signs that was adding up that night. Like the same night on Hollywood Boulevard, the party was off Hollywood Boulevard. Some guy got shot and killed on Hollywood Boulevard, so the whole street was shut down. So that was another sign. So then we get to the party. This is the beginning of all this COVID stuff. So we get up there. They tell me, oh yeah, you can't bring your phone in. I'm like, first of all, who ain't bringing their phone in? I'm bringing my motherfucking phone in. I don't give a fuck who you is. It could have been Kim Kardashian, and I'm bringing my phone. And then
and she's right. Like, when you get to that level, man, where you're starting to command the masses, they're looking at you like, okay, we can use this guy as a vessel to further our agenda. And they do have a select few people out there that they are using to push their agenda. The majority of these people that you see out here that's claiming to be doing what there's just like, they're like the outer ring, and they're just kind of, going with the flow. But there is a certain select group of people within the entertainment industry who are selected to push this narrative and what's going on today.
got to sign some papers. What am I signing some shit for to get into a party? Like what? Like I'm from Atlanta, we don't do shit like that. And then this is where it really threw me off. They said they had to prick your blood to get in.
Yep.
I said, oh no, I'm good. Everyone else went. I called my Uber and left. Like that's the shit where I think they be trying to get you. And like if it's like you gotta think about it, people move to LA for a dream. They chasing money, fame, clout, whatever. So they gotta think about it. Somebody like a young girl that's trying to get on, that just moved out there. She gon', oh hell yeah, Bella Thorne, and you don't know who else in there. Like connections. Me, I'm good. Like that shit gonna come naturally. I don't gotta prick my finger, take my blood to get into a party. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. I'm not finna do something like that.
And that's the bad thing about this. Is like people, and that's Lucifer's main gift is deceit, because all of our gifts come from God. But Lucifer's thing is he'll take what you got from God and use it for him. So he perverts it. And that's how he gets you. He gets the elites. Those gifts came from God, but he perverts those gifts and uses them for him so he can get more souls. This is hilarious, man. It gets deep. It gets deep. And you guys need to understand what this entertainment industry is what it's really about. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you did the others did actually attend that party. Did you hear what ended up happening at the party and things of that nature? Or?
No, I didn't even ask them, and I don't judge them. Like, that's them.
I think she knows. She knows. She knows exactly what went on, man. Because there's only so much that this girl can say, or anybody can say when it comes to talking about these things. You know what I'm saying? She knows what went down.
Can't help what they do. Yeah.
But it sounds like, from what she presents online, and she has a good head on her shoulders, and she knows about marketing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud her for that, man. I got another one for you guys. Real talk. This is a special one because this is one of hip hop's, especially the South, one of hip hop's legends, man, who talks about the industry as well and how easy it is to get sucked in. You know what I mean? Let's get to it. Bun B talks about the same thing, man, about what goes on out in these streets, man, what goes on out here in these industries, man, with the industry and how wicked it is.
Bun, were there ever any times during your career, and this was for you too, Corey Mo, when you got to places that you were trying to get to and you realized that it wasn't shit?
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily places. At some point, you're going to get invited into a house.
There it is. And you guys got to understand, man. Here it is again. This is not coming from just one mouth, but this is, this guy here is OG, and he's really talking about it, which brings me back to what I was talking about before, man. It's going to be really good to have my younger brother Kit Blackshire come on here, man, and we're going to actually, like I said, we're going to have a really good powwow and give you guys something that's popcorn ready, and we're going to talk about this thing, man, and we just going to work it. You know what I mean? But Kip, come on, man. Let's get this thing started. But guys, I can't wait. This here is going to be popping for real. We're going to give you guys all the tea as much as we can. You know what I mean? But this is going to be quite interesting. And hopefully I can get Big Bro on too, man. Big Bro's like always super busy these days. But definitely to have my little brother Kip on, Kip Blackshire. Kip, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Back to Bun B. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. And the house is going to be broken down into certain rooms. And these rooms are designated by activities. So if you don't do the activities, you don't get in the room.
You don't get in the room.
Right? So like me, I smoke weed. I don't do cocaine.
And what he doing, it goes much deeper than that. He's just giving you a little small example of what he's talking about, just in case you ain't following.
So I'm never going to be allowed into the cocaine room.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So there's some of these houses and parties I've been invited to. You get there and you realize this ain't for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, could I get invited and get in that hole? And then you get in that hole and realize, man, I don't do this shit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around like this. You open the wrong room though. You be like, oh damn, bro, that's how you move? My bad, And so, sometimes you think you want to be in these rooms with these people and you get in the room and you realize it's not where you want to be or where you need to be.
Yes.
Sometimes people walk in them houses and be like, shit, I can't believe it took this long to get here. Where have you been? And it's really just up to, again, who it is you are and what you want out of this shit. People get into this music thing for a lot of different reasons, And so when you see people, doing this and like, man, he doing good, but why he ain't focused on this, and that? Oh man, all that nigga want to do is this.
Exactly.
And you think that's an exaggeration. And
let me tell you something too. 90% of these artists out here are not happy. I mean, you just take it. I mean, from the music side of it to the movie side of it, 90% of these artists out here today, guys, are not happy. You know what I mean?
You watch these people over 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, nigga old as hell, still doing the same shit. Like, you haven't leveled up. You making a little more money, but you still in the same place doing the same shit. You ain't grew up yet, my nigga.
Come on.
Well, look here, guys. I'm not going to hold you long. This concludes this awesome show. It gets much better. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button because it's going to push the content into the stratosphere. You know what I mean? With all that being said, God, thank you for everything. I'll be back with another one soon. Until next time, peace.